In this video, we are going to find the domain of the function f of x, which equals x plus the square root of x plus 3, all over x squared plus 4x minus 5. And we're going to write our answer in interval notation. So we want to find the domain of f of x, which means that we want to find all the possible x values that we can put into the function. So there's two conditions that we'll need to check. First, we want to make sure that we're not taking the square root of a negative number. So what that means is we want to make sure that x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. The next condition we want to check is that we're not dividing by 0. So what that means is that our denominator is not 0. So x squared plus 4x minus 5 cannot be 0. So from the condition that x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0, we can subtract 3 from both sides and get that x is greater than or equal to negative 3. Now, from x squared plus 4x minus 5 equals not 0, we can factor the left-hand side. So we want to find two numbers that multiply to negative 5 but add to positive 4. So if you choose positive 5 times negative 1, that gives us minus 5, and 5 plus negative 1 is 4. So this can factor as x plus 5 times x minus 1. And this is not 0, which tells me that x is not minus 5 or 1. Because if we plug in minus 5, then we get minus 5 plus 5, which is 0. And so the left-hand side will equal 0. And if we plug in 1, then we get 1 minus 1, which gives 0. So we cannot have these two values. Now notice that from our first condition, we get that x is greater than or equal to minus 3. So that removes this condition that x can't be minus 5. We don't have to worry about that. So there's two ways we can think about this. We can think about this with the number line. So if I plot the points we just found, minus 5, minus 3, and 1, my first condition tells me that x is greater than or equal to minus 3. So x can be minus 3, and anything else that's greater than minus 3. Now, notice that everything to the left of where I've circled is not going to be there. So x is not minus 5, but we don't have to worry about that. But we also get that x is not 1. So there should be an open circle there. Now, if we want to write our answer in interval notation, we have everything from minus 3 up to 1, and then everything from 1 up to infinity. So we use the square brackets to include minus 3, and then we use curved brackets to exclude 1, and then we're taking the union of that with, again, curved brackets to exclude 1, comma, infinity. And this is our final answer. If this video was helpful, feel free to like and subscribe.